I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. Come on, man.
Tweaker by Jello Ball. I remember everybody clowning Jello for so long because Lonzo in the league, Melo in the league. Like, this nigga just ain't doing shit with himself. Like, he's living off the hype of him. He keep trying to get in the league. Like, next thing you know, he done went and played a little snippet of a track that the internet was like, yo, you need to drop that thing. He dropped it. Yes, I'm using old school. Yes,
I'm not saying drop that thing. They were not saying drop that thing.
Fire.
Yes, we are.
He got the number one song in the country right now.
We saying drop that thing because he dropped an old school track. He dropped an early 2000 track. Drop that thing as an early 2000.
No one ever said drop that thing.
Yes, they did. Alicia, when were you born?
Not in that context. 94.
Oh, he talking about the.
I know what he talking about.
She not talking about.
I know what they talking about. But yes, they have. Niggas are wearing beepers. They got the T-shirt on under the jersey worn backwards, and they got on the old school like 2004 what's that All-Star jerseys.
They got the Crown Vics out here banging again.
Yes,
Caprice is out here going.
They got spinner rims, long ass chains.
In that corner, whoa.
Wow.
Show me some more.
So, are y'all ready to put LaVar Ball in the top 5 dads of all time?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
You got 2 sons in the NBA, and a son that dropped the number 1 track. That he dropped 1 track and already is performing at Rolling Loud.
Is he really?
He got booked for performing at Rolling Loud.
He don't even know. Did they?
And I
bet he got a whole album.
Anything else?
He
don't need no whole.
He didn't have like a little snippet.
Wait,
when Rolling Loud come out?
Is it just a cameo?
It's in the summer, I think, or spring. No, he got a set.
Oh yeah, he's smooth.
He got a set. It's early in the day, but he got a set.
He got snippets.
Right.
He got the snippet of the new stuff in the drop too, though.
Oh, okay. So
and he might premiere some stuff there too.
That's true.
No,
he
gonna drop an EP before.
Yeah.
So people so they can
That's
sing along.
So
what y'all mean?
He top 5 there. I got Joseph, Jesus stepdaddy. Got LeBron James. What? That's who Joseph is. Joseph is Jesus' stepdaddy. Joseph up there.
I just was
number 1 stepdaddy of all time. Can't deny it.
Joseph.
LeBron James.
Come on. Because
I messed you up with that, didn't I?
Are women right when it comes to when they have kids, they trying to find a dude to help raise these kids because technically,
gotta find your Joseph, man.
The OG did it.
OG.
Yeah.
I don't think she didn't find him.
They was already together.
They was already a thing. He didn't really have no choice.
And she went out had a night.
He had a choice. He was a great man. He did. At least you talking about back in a time to where it was okay to get your woman up out of here. Especially if they wanted to. We're not gonna go get into the biblical stuff on here for y'all, but
he could have rolled.
He could have got her up out of here.
He could have rolled 2 miles away and never seen her.
But were they getting it on though? Joseph and Mary?
No, cause she was a virgin.
Yeah, she was a virgin, right? So he knew that she was telling the truth.
I heard. I don't know if it's true. I have not looked it up, but apparently back then, the term virgin wasn't used for not having sex. It was used more so for a person who was not wedded but end up having to you're a virgin. You're not married. That's what I heard that before. I don't know how true this is. I haven't looked. That's why she was called the Virgin Mary. That's why people the story of how she get pregnant if she never had sex if she's a virgin, because virgin wasn't technically the term it is now wasn't what it was back then. From what I was told, I haven't looked it up and done any research, but I'm that makes more sense if that's the case.
They trying to find a loophole.
Nah,
did you use loophole?
Cause back then, them crimes back then.
So she went and got
them real crimes.
Nah, you got hung for that.
She went
and got lashings for that.
She went and had a little night of fun, came back and told her
night of fun is crazy.
God did it.
Shout out to Joseph.
But anyway,
Joseph, LeBron James,
LeBron
James,
Russell.
I mean,
they're the same. I had to say that for quiet.
He the one that stepped up though.
He just following behind Joseph.
That's what I'm saying. Joseph is a role model.
We not finna keep putting LeBron James, and after LeBron James, y'all gonna keep saying Russell Wilson. We not finna keep doing this conversation, man.
Dangerous.
Y'all about to keep doing this. No, we not.
I ain't in there, bro.
I have not been able to laugh with no pain in so long. Mine was look.
Because I see where y'all was going with this, and I ain't liking it, man. I ain't liking it. Future.
How do you
We
already
throw Russell Wilson, we
get
throw
out.
Future number 5.
No,
Get out.
great.
Then
dad.
LeVar Ball.
what?
Bill Cosby. I'm sorry.
You talk about the character. I got you. He talking about
So,
Bill the
wait.
character.
You could be a great daddy and
So
be
you
out here
said
doing stuff too.
Joseph?
Just because you're a great daddy don't mean you ain't got no dirt on you.
Joseph, LeBron James. That's crazy.
Bill Cosby. I'm
say-
for real with Bill Cosby. He raised
Bill
a lot of
Cosby
kids.
over Russell.
Yes. How many kids has he raised outside of his own? Bill Cosby was a stepdaddy to a lot of kids. That wasn't his own. He raised a lot of black kids.
The character that Bill Cosby played and he also helped fund a lot of students through college.
I was finna say, stop just putting the character. The man, he did some messed up stuff, some real dirty stuff out here. But you can't discount the other stuff too.
Yeah,
Can't discount
Bill
the other
Cosby.
stuff.
That don't make him a top 5 dad, though.
All right, Bill Cosby. The
It
man.
can make you a top 5
I would've
dad.
put him
Bill
in the top
Cosby the
5.
man. Bill Cosby the dad. Two different.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can be a great dad to your kids and be a horrible person out here in the world. That is two different things. That's two different things.
I don't know if I'll put
He's
him
not
top
going to be in
5.
my top 5.
He's my top 5.
Who in your top 5?
And LeVar Ball, my 5th.
I like LeVar Ball in there. He's in there for sure. LeBron, Russell Wilson is in there.
He's not in my top 5. I just said it just to piss y'all off.
No,
Just to
he's
piss
in
him
there
off.
for real. For me.
Why though?
We don't see nothing he do for these kids. We just see what he
When you see what Joseph did,
Exactly.
We did see what Joseph
read
did.
about it.
what? How? When?
In the Bible. They talk about Joseph in the
We
Bible.
read about it.
Yeah.
You
They,
read
they talked about. We don't know
He the most-
when those people wasn't around. What was Joseph doing?
Chilling, thugging, kicking.
You know the social scrutiny that Russell Wilson has to go through on a regular basis for just being himself?
You know time out. Joseph, back in the day, you know the scrutiny he had to go
When
through?
did I say he didn't though? When did I say he didn't? That's
that's
why
the
he's
next
in.
level.
That's why they're both in the
That's
top
the next
5.
level.
That's why they're both in the top 5.
LeBron James, the scrutiny he go through daily.
His whole life. Every day.
Go ahead, do your list, Josh.
I can't think of no
I can't think of
LeVar
any right
Ball,
now.
Joseph, because you brought him up, that was good. LeBron James, John Q. I don't know if y'all seen John Q. It's based on a true story.
Oh, are we doing fictionals? Cause
John Q is based on a true story though.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't
You
know.
never seen
I
that
might
John
have
Q
knew that,
movie?
but I ain't seen it in
His,
second. John Q.
You
Fire.
ever seen John Q?
To give the synopsis, John Q played by Denzel Washington. His son had an enlarged heart, and his son was gonna die. His son was like 7, I think.
Yeah.
So he got his son on the heart transplant list. They basically was denying him to get it, and his son was gonna die by the time he was able to do it. So he went and robbed a bank, but he didn't really rob it. He held people hostage, not like with a not loaded gun, but he didn't tell them until the police came and they were trying to make demands with him, and he was like, "Put my son on that list, get him a heart transplant. I'll give up myself willingly." They got him on the list, got his son a heart transplant, and he went to jail for life.
Yeah. When I
Yeah,
tell
he
you
had put it on the
the
list.
ultimate version of standing on business for your son or your family, ultimate version of standing on business.
Yeah,
Ultimate.
That's
he got
true.
his son on. He got his son to live.
Had the
He was
hospital on
he was actually in the movie. I don't know how true it is. He was going to kill himself to give his heart to his son, so his son could live.
Yep.
But
That's how serious he was.
they end up stopping him because they're like, "Yo, our son, he's going to be okay." Like they got him a heart. They got him a heart.
Oh, he fooling.
But he was about to kill himself so his son could have a heart.
Hey, when you're a parent, you understand, no. That's
Yeah.
a hard piece.
As a parent now, like it definitely hit you way harder now. Like yeah, that's wild.
Would you give your life for your own?
But yeah, so LeVar Ball, John Q, LeBron James, Joseph, not in no particular order, and God.
God. I was gonna put him up there. That's why I just put Joseph because he did the stepdad role.
God is like on a tier by himself. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I ain't even put him. He's God. He's the father of all fathers and all that. Talk about us mere mortals down here.
Trying to think of who else.
Pops.
Well, that's
The
it.
pops of all pops.
Who you got, Alicia? What's your top 5 dads?
I don't even know.
I mean, we gotta use fictional people too sometimes. Then
I really like Dan Tanner for Full House.
Man,
Think about it. He had all them girls up in there. Was dealing with all that.
Yep.
He couldn't really date. His wife died.
is that why the mom wasn't around? I never watched Full House like
she
that. I've caught episodes here and
died.
there, but I never
Full
sat
House
and
was that
watched.
shit.
It was just him and all the girls.
No, didn't he have his homeboy staying there and his brother?
Eventually,
His
they
brother-
came to help him out.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
about to say his brother, wife, and
Eventually,
they
I thought they
kids.
were there from the beginning. Or at least his brother was.
No, I
or
think
his,
they came like later and moved in one by one.
because
there
can't
was
even remember. From the
Jesse
beginning.
and what's his face?
Yeah.
I can't remember
We're
the
going
other guys.
top 5 fictional dads. Uncle Phil.
Cleveland.
for sure.
No, not Cleveland.
You're
Top
full
five
of you're
dads.
full of that. Piccolo.
Piccolo is not a
Oh,
Piccolo's
God.
an uncle. Piccolo's
He's
an
a
ultimate
dad. He's
Under the
a
Joseph,
dad.
he fall under the Joseph Act.
Exactly.
Hey,
He
for
fall under
real.
the Joseph
No.
Act.
Coin the
He
phrase.
stepped
He-
up
he
when
fall under
the
the
dad
Joseph
need to
Act.
step up.
Stepped up. No, first of all,
He stepped up when a nigga real dad died, bro.
And he-
What do we?
And he
what,
did it again.
what other way
with-
of
with
stepping
the
up
other
is
kids.
there?
When they had kids, he started
First
helping
off,
them kids.
Piccolo played the ultimate uncle role.
Bro,
Piccolo
no, he did
was
not.
not. I hate that everybody.
He's
all
a
because
father.
That's his
no,
godfather, man. Like, come
No.
on, bro.
Goku
Father.
and Piccolo.
He's
was
literally a
fighting
god.
Goku and Piccolo were fighting Raditz, and Raditz was whooping their ass. Piccolo didn't do the shot earlier. Well, Goku, in the midst of the fight, Raditz ended up convincing him, play mind tricks on him.
Yeah.
Gohan
DBZ,
helped.
We know how it goes.
Gohan helped. He got a hold of Raditz. Piccolo killed him. Blah blah blah. Raditz told them, "Yo, these Saiyans are coming here in a year." Piccolo seen the power that Gohan had, and he kidnapped Gohan. He didn't give Gohan an option. Gohan was passed out. He just took the nigga. Didn't tell Chi-Chi nothing. Just took the nigga and left him in the wild for fucking 6 months to fight by himself. Then he trained him. Then when Goku came back to life and came back, Piccolo died right when Goku came back, and Goku stepped up from there and been a dad.
Yep.
Like
So-
it's not like people making it seem like
So Goku's the father that stepped up. Is what you saying?
Goku, first of all, was
Nah.
going to Raditz by himself, and Piccolo wanted to scrap the nigga because he got embarrassed from the get-go. And Piccolo's only 5 years old at this time, by the way.
Don't matter.
It's crazy you leaving.
You know who his daddy is?
Goku.
You know who his daddy is?
Goku. Piccolo is not that nigga daddy. I hate that niggas keep trying to give Piccolo the credit. Piccolo was just the ultimate uncle. He was not.
Goku was not meant to have children.
What do you mean?
He didn't have a daddy, so he wasn't meant to be a daddy.
Wait.
Goku was a
Wait a
And
damn
that's why
minute.
Piccolo came through and helped out.
He literally has a
Piccolo
father.
begrudgingly took Gohan. He kidnapped Gohan. It wasn't like
It was for his
Goku-
best interest.
Wait.
We
How
sorry
can you
we keep
say?
getting here, y'all, but this conversation is
How can you
what it
say
was.
begrudgingly and kidnapped in the same sentence? I don't know. Like the words, like they got conflict with each other.
And he
Kidnap
went with
him.
him. He went
did.
with him.
He did. He
He
went with him.
willingly went with him.
No, he didn't. Gohan was passed
He
out.
didn't.
I just watched it recently.
No, he didn't.
Gohan
Like,
was passed out.
he was passed out. On
But
the
he
ground.
didn't try to escape afterwards.
He didn't know. He
didn't
woke
know
up
where to
like,
go.
where am I at? He
And
was
look
like-
what happened. He became powerful.
He woke up like, where am I at? Piccolo's standing there. It was like, you got to start training. I'll be back in 6 months. See ya. And flew away and left Gohan there.
because he knew what he had to do.
He watched over Gohan from a distance, but he
What a
barely
good father
helped him.
does when you put your son out there in an activity or something, you watch from a distance.
Especially
You
in that-
allow them to figure stuff out.
He watched from a distance. He helped him that first night. And then after that, he went and trained for 3 months, then came back to see what Gohan was doing.
Yeah.
He told him to lock in.
you know,
Lock in, son.
Gohan literally fought for himself.
As he should. It's the Dragon Ball Z universe. Everyone's
Gohan is
getting.
4 years old.
He
at
was
this
the
time.
strongest.
Everyone's throwing hands.
Gohan is 4 years old at this time.
And he was
That's
the
what a
strongest
father
thing in the
is-
woods.
that's what a-
He was literally the strongest thing
Literally,
in the woods.
it wasn't like he didn't have
He
nothing.
didn't, but he didn't know he had these powers.
Bruh.
He didn't know he wasn't actively controlling these things.
That's what a good father's supposed to do. They're supposed to unlock
Raise
your hidden
you up.
potential that you
Yeah.
don't even see in yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what did Piccolo do?
I
Just
like
that. It's simple.
He didn't care if Gohan died at that point.
No.
After 3 months, then he started to train with him. Then that's when he started to care for Gohan.
He Russell Wilson.
No, he ain't.
He said, I guess I'll do it.
Russell Wilson
I guess I
didn't
have to do it.
begrudgingly take Sierra's kids. He willingly took them in.
I'm sure he wasn't ecstatic. He wanted her originally, and then he was like, "Oh, he got a little bit of kiss too."
He willingly took them in. Because at this time, too, Piccolo and Gohan were not. I mean, Piccolo and Goku were not friends. They only teamed up because of a common enemy. They weren't friends at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Piccolo didn't have to take. He didn't have to do nothing with him. He could have just left him.
Yeah, and trained by himself.
He could have killed him.
He kidnapped him. Like it ain't like y'all make it seem like Chi-Chi or Goku asked him to take care of his kid.
To keep his identity. Wasn't he trying to keep him secret, Loki?
No, he needed more fighters. He needed stronger fighters, and all he had was Gohan. And then he went and told Krillin and them that, hey, y'all need to train because Vegeta and them is coming. He didn't mention nothing to them about Gohan. He literally kidnapped Gohan and made Gohan train.
So technically,
alone, isolated.
Yeah. So technically, he is his dad. Because once you kidnap a child and you start raising them under your own wing,
and nobody came looking for him.
And nobody came looking for him.
He had no parents came for him.
Technically, he the dad.
He was an orphan.
No, because
he was the kidnapped kid.
Soon as Goku came back, Gohan knew exactly who his dad was, and Piccolo died right before him.
But that don't mean just because you know who your real dad is, you got kidnapped.
Piccolo knew to kill. Piccolo knew to get killed because he knew when Goku came back, that was his ass.
Hell no.
He died right when they came back.
Yeah, it's funny thinking about it, like in the context of the story,
because technically both of them
they didn't see each other again until Namek.
Yeah, which is like damn near 2 years apart. So Piccolo and Goku haven't.
And you saw the way that Gohan looked at his real father when they reunited.
Yeah, he knew. He don't call Piccolo
I'm talking
dad.
about Piccolo. When Piccolo got revived and they linked up, they're like, son.
Nah.
How I missed you.
He did look at that man with so much joy in his eyes, man.
He looked at him like that because Krillin and Gohan both was getting their ass whooped, and Piccolo came to save the day.
When ain't they getting their ass whooped, though?
That's true. Piccolo and Gohan got their ass whooped at least into the Cell Saga for a while.
Yeah.
You know? But they did it together.
They did.
You know who won?
One present?
Goku. He's never present. He always on his own shit.
All right. No,
he didn't even understand his own son.
No,
he
wasn't.
He sent him in the line of fire in the Cell games to almost get killed.
Because
he didn't understand his son, bro.
He did understand
Piccolo
his son.
did.
He did understand his son.
real father.
No. Piccolo talked some sense to that nigga at that one, but in the Cell Saga, because Goku and Gohan technically trained for 1 year in the hyperbolic time. I don't know why the hell we on this topic for so damn long.
Listen, every time we talk about fathers, I promise you, every time we talk about fathers, we end up here.
I'm not taking
I promise you every time.
Anyway,
that's why I'm letting it rock.
But
he's a dad.
Goku and Gohan trained in the hyperbolic time chamber, technically for a year in the chamber. Mm-hmm. Goku seen the hidden power, the Super Saiyan 2 that's behind there.
Yes.
He you have the power to be that. I can't get there. So when they went to go fight Cell, that's why he was like, yo, Cell, you, like Gohan, you have the power to beat him. That's why he was just sitting there chilling, waiting. And everybody looked at like, nigga, what are you doing? Your son is getting his ass whooped. But Goku knew the power was there. It took until Android 16 died in order for that nigga to finally snap.
Yeah.
Nobody else seen that power.
Yeah. Because he thought, he was like, y'all fighting at slow speeds, Dad. I thought y'all wasn't fighting at full power. Go get in there, son. Let's see what you got. We was fighting at full power. Shit. What you talking about, nigga?
We're giving it our all.
Gohan always fought holding back. That's why.
Yeah.
But
y'all that fight.
Well, he was holding back against Frieza.
Who was?
Gohan. He wasn't
holding back.
He tried.
But at that point, Super Saiyan wasn't a thing. At that point, creator-wise,
for him.
It wasn't creator-wise. Like he didn't have that far for everybody to be hit Super Saiyan. Like the Super Saiyan was like a rare form technically that was going to be for Goku. Then it became a multi.